Have you ever wondered what it feels like to vanish without a trace? To take off on a bright sunny day, sailing or flying into calm blue skies, only to disappear as if the ocean itself had swallowed you whole? For decades, a stretch of ocean in the North Atlantic has been whispered about in hushed tones. A place sailors feared, a region where compasses spun wildly, where radios went silent, and where entire ships and planes simply ceased to exist. This is the Bermuda Triangle, often called the Devil's Triangle, a patch of sea that has become one of the greatest and most terrifying mysteries on Earth. The Bermuda Triangle isn't marked on any map. There are no borders, no official warnings, and yet stories of its deadly reputation have traveled across generations. Roughly defined, the triangle stretches between Miami, Florida, San Juan, Puerto Rico, and the island of Bermuda. Within the zone lies nearly 500,000 square miles of ocean, deep, dark, and endlessly mysterious. But what makes this place so infamous? Why have so many ships and aircraft met their end here? And are we looking at natural phenomena or something far stranger? Let's dive deep into the chilling history of the Bermuda Triangle. It all began in 1945, when 5 U.S. Navy bombers, known as Flight 19, took off from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, on a routine training mission. The sky was clear. The pilots were experienced. But within hours, radio transmissions grew panicked. The pilots reported their compasses weren't working. They couldn't tell east from west. Fuel was running low. Their last desperate words were, "We can't be sure of our position. The ocean looks strange." Flight 19 never returned. Search and rescue teams were dispatched, including a massive Navy plane sent to locate them. But then that rescue plane also vanished. No wreckage, no bodies, nothing. In a single day, 27 men disappeared into the triangle. The world was stunned. How could not one but 6 aircraft vanish on the same day, in the same patch of ocean? This event ignited the modern legend of the Bermuda Triangle. But Flight 19 was just the beginning. Over the years, countless vessels have been swallowed by these waters. Take the USS Cyclops, a massive U.S. Navy ship carrying over 300 men during World War I. In 1918, it vanished without sending a single distress call. The ship was never seen again. To this day, it remains the single largest non-combatant loss of life in U.S. Navy history. Then there's the story of the Carroll A. Deering, a 5-masted schooner found in 1921, run aground on the shores of North Carolina. Its crew had vanished. Food was still laid out on the table as if they had left mid-meal. Lifeboats were gone, but no signs of struggle or storm were ever found. It was as if the sailors had simply walked off the ship and disappeared into thin air. And who could forget the Star Tiger and Star Ariel, 2 passenger planes operated by British South American Airways. Both disappeared over the triangle in the late 1940s. Hundreds of lives gone with no wreckage to explain their fate. Skeptics argue that the Bermuda Triangle is nothing more than coincidence, that storms, human error, and the sheer size of the Atlantic Ocean can explain the disappearances. And it's true, the triangle lies in a region notorious for sudden weather shifts, unpredictable currents, and hurricanes. But there are details that defy easy answers. Why do so many planes and ships in distress never send a final mayday? Why is wreckage so rarely found, even with modern sonar and satellites? And what about the reports of strange lights, sudden instrument failure, and time distortions experienced by those lucky enough to escape? Some pilots who have flown through the triangle describe electronic malfunctions, compasses spinning, radios going dead, autopilots disengaging. One pilot claimed he saw a tunnel of strange glowing clouds that seemed to transport him forward in time, shaving minutes off his flight. Others believe the explanation lies beneath the waves. The ocean floor here is filled with some of the deepest trenches on Earth. Could methane gas eruptions from the seabed be powerful enough to sink ships? Could magnetic anomalies cause aircraft to lose their navigation systems? Then there are theories that stretch into the unknown. UFO enthusiasts argue the triangle is a hotspot of extraterrestrial activity. Some suggest it's a portal, a gateway to another dimension, and others still believe the lost city of Atlantis lies beneath these waters, its ancient technology interfering with our modern world. What makes the Bermuda Triangle truly fascinating isn't just the disappearances themselves. It is the fact that despite decades of research, there is still no single definitive explanation. Even with satellites scanning every inch of the globe, Ships mapping the ocean floor and aircraft constantly monitored by radar, the Bermuda Triangle continues to hold its secrets. Perhaps it is simply a myth fueled by our fear of the unknown. Perhaps it is a region where nature's fury is amplified, where storms, currents, and magnetic forces combine to create the perfect trap. Or perhaps, just perhaps, it is something far stranger than we could ever imagine. So the question remains, what is the Bermuda Triangle? A scientific puzzle waiting to be solved, or proof that our world still holds mysteries that defy logic? The ocean is vast. It has kept its secrets for millions of years, and maybe, just maybe, the Bermuda Triangle is its greatest one of all. That is the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle. But tell me, what do you think? Was it storms, human error, or something beyond our comprehension? Drop your theory in the comments below. And remember, sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction.